Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So since I filmed last, I did make a new background. So I took some fabric and stapled it over some canvas board and then painted the K's and glued those on there. So I hope you guys like the new background. It's not totally finished yet. I think I'm going to add maybe like some flowers or something else back there. I haven't decided yet. So if you have any suggestions, that would be awesome. So today's video is going to be kind of spring inspired. I just went and had my nails done today, and I don't know, I kind of wanted to do something to go along with my new pink kind of sparkly polish. I don't know if you can see it. So today's look is just going to be a really easy springtime look. I just wanted to keep it more natural and just really glowy and highlighted. I did a really easy eye. I didn't do any liner, so I don't know, I guess it's just kind of more like a daytime spring look, I guess you could say. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about the look, I guess. Yeah. So please keep watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. I'm just starting today with moisturizing my lips with my EOS, and this is the coconut milk. And now to prime my face, I'm using my Tarte Clean Slate Poreless Primer. This has just kind of been my go-to primer lately. I'm kind of stuck on this one. If you guys know any other ones, please let me know if I should try them. So now I'm taking my Nars All Day Luminous Foundation, and I think mine is in the color Santa Fe. And I'm just mixing this with my Becca, the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. And I'm just mixing that together on the back of my hand and applying it all over my face. And I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and just blend that all out. Now, as always, starting with my Anastasia brow wiz, just coming through the brows with the spoolie end, and I'm just lightly filling them in. I'm not doing the pomade today. I just didn't want them to look too dark with this look. So just kind of do light strokes, and then I'm going over the top of the brow wiz with the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in medium brown as well. To prime our lids for shadow, I'm taking my NYX High Definition Concealer, and this is in the color Light, and I'm just putting that all over my lid and right up to my brow area. So first I'm going in with MAC Bamboo, and I'm just using this for a super light transition color and just putting that on with a Sigma E40 brush. And right over the top of that, I'm going in with my Ulta It Brushes, the Airbrush Blending Shadow. And I'm using MAC Soft Brown, and basically we're just going to put that all in the crease. I go back and I blend this out quite a bit, and then you'll see me in a little bit go back and just kind of darken that down. I didn't use a whole lot of color today, so I really wanted to kind of focus on making this soft brown the way that I wanted it to look. So now, just to give our eyes a little bit of dimension and darken down that outer edge of our eye, I'm taking the Sigma Blending E25 brush and the color Corduroy by MAC, and just sort of patting it right on the outer V of the eye and just blending it in slightly. I only want this to be on the outer corner just to add a little bit of depth. And since I want this to be a lighter eye, I'm just doing a little bit of product at a time and just kind of blending that in. And then you can always go back over the top and add more. And if you want to darken it down even more, go ahead. I just wanted to keep this a little bit more natural today. Now, taking any sort of shadow brush, I am spraying my brush with MAC Fix Plus, and I am dabbing that into all that glitters, and then just putting that right over my entire lid and really packing that product on. I spray my brush a couple times and kind of go back and reapply all that glitters just to make it really nice and pigmented. For our brow highlight and the inner corner highlight, I'm using MAC Shroom today. And then I'm just taking a small pencil brush from Sigma, and I'm taking the color Soft Brown and just going right underneath my lash line with that and connecting it to the outer corner of our eye. I do go back and I put a little bit of all that glitters underneath of it as well. And now I'm just curling my lashes, and you can use any sort of mascara that you like. I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic in Shocking Extensions in the color Blackest Black. Moving on to lashes, True Glue was nice enough to send me these lashes, and I was super excited to use them because they went perfectly with my look. They're just really natural and just super light, and I really liked how these felt. And I didn't do any liner today, so I wanted to make sure I got these as close to my lash line as possible. So I went ahead and just kind of skipped over lashes. I'll show you a close-up of one eye right here and one eye without them. Now for concealer, I am going back in with the NYX, the High Definition Concealer. And this is in the color Light. And right over the top of this, I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in the color Light Boost. And just using that right over the top to kind of brighten it up a little bit. And then I'll go back in with my damp beauty blender and just blend all that highlight out. Now to set our highlight, I know I use this every time, but I love it. I'm using the Anastasia contour palette in the color Banana, and sorry about my soft tanner on my hand. And I'm using my Sigma tapered highlight brush, and what brush is this? This is the F35, and just going right over the highlight just to set all that. And now for contouring, I'm using my Nars Laguna bronzer. And I'm using the Hula brush that came in the box. I use this brush every time too. I keep wanting to get the Nars, the Ida brush, but it's always sold out of Sephora every time I go on there, so I need to just order it online. But just going right in at the hollows of our cheek and just kind of blending that out. I do go back over it with a powder brush just to blend it out slightly, and then I go back and I darken it down just a little bit more, just so it doesn't get too harsh looking. I just like to keep it nice and blended. Now to bronze the rest of our face, I'm taking my airbrush powder brush from the It brushes also, and just taking that same bronzer and just going right across my forehead, down my temples a little bit, and then right under my jawline, just to give everything a nice bronzy glow and blend it all together. Now I'm moving on to highlight, well, blush and highlight. This is literally my new obsession. So normally I don't like cream blushes, but I bought this from MAC a few weeks ago. It's the cream color base in shell, and it's like a really light pink almost, but it really doesn't have a lot of pink to it. But it just gives such a nice, pretty glow. And then over the top of our blush, I'm going to take the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone, and then just taking a fan brush. This one is also one of the It brushes from Ulta, and then just putting that right over the top of the blush. And seriously, I love this combination. I'm going to be using this every time I do my makeup from now on until I find something else. But I love this for right now. I'm also just dusting that right down the bridge of my nose onto my Cupid's bow, and then a little bit on my forehead too. And then just going back in with my powder brush and just blending that out slightly. And now I'm going to take my mascara and finish off my lashes and do my lower lashes as well. So I've said before in my videos, I always like to do a white or a cream color in my waterline anytime that I don't have like a darker color in there, just to kind of make our eyes appear a little bit bigger. That one is by NYX, it's the Wonder Pencil. And now I'm taking my NYX Lip Primer, going over my lips, and then right over the top of that, I'm going in with MAC Fleshpot lipstick. I don't really like this lipstick by itself. I feel kind of like washed out with it or something. I don't know, I feel weird with it by itself. But I love it as a base to do something on top. So I'm taking my Youngblood. This is the Coral Kiss, I think, Coral Crush. My little tag fell off the bottom of it, so I'm not exactly sure. I have it listed below. And just going right over the top of our MAC lipstick and just adding a little bit of pink to our lip. And that is the final look, just really nice and highlighted and glowy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I will see you on my next video.